What is going on, guys? This is Nix96 here and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you some of the final evolutions of Generation 8, which is in the Galar region. Thanks to Pokeminers we now know which moveset they have in the Game Master, and I'll make a very quick PvP analysis on them. We'll take a look at the Pokemon type, stats and moves, and compare them to already released Pokemon, so it's easier to imagine how they will perform in battle. I will also add some comments on each Pokemon, such as in which league they will perform better. Just keep in mind that the Game Master may change whenever Niantic wants, so this moveset could not be their final one before release. So let's start with part 1, the first 15 Pokemon. First we have Rillaboom, the final evolution of Grookey, which is a starter of the Galar region. It is a pure grass type Pokemon, sharing weaknesses and resistances with Pokemon like Meganium and Serperior. Its best stat is the attack at 239. Overall, it has low bulk. With this stat distribution, Rillaboom is very similar to Arcanine and Garchomp if used in Great or Ultra League. If it's being used in Master League, it could be similar to Conkeldurr. Unfortunately, its moves are not so great. Rillaboom has Scratch and Razor Leaf as fast moves, with the latter being better because of its higher DPT. But because it has low energy generation, it will struggle to reach more than one charge move in battle. Also, it has little coverage, being Earth Power its only non-grass charge move. In the future, it may have a Community Day, being Frenzy Plant its predicted exclusive move. Even then, it will have some trouble as it needs a better fast move. From its learn set in the main series games, I suggest Bullet Seed. Then it could have some play in both Great and Ultra League. Next we have Cinderace, the final evolution of Scorbunny, another starter. It is a pure fire type Pokemon like Ninetales or Typhlosion. Its best stat is the attack at 238, also having low bulk. It is similar in stats to Greninja in both Great and Ultra League, and Luxray in Master League, so we won't see it there. Its moves are like those of Emboar, with Ember as the preferred fast move, having higher DPT and EPT than Tackle, but they are still quite average. Focus Blast is its only coverage move, and it takes a lot of energy to use. Cinderace may also have a Community Day, with Blast Burn as an exclusive move, but it will still need better moves to be useful in PvP, like Counter or Snarl, which can be learned in the main series games, and another charge move if possible to have a cheaper coverage move. Inteleon is the final form of Sable, the last starter of Galar. It is a pure water type Pokemon like Blastoise or Politoed. It also has the attack as its best stat at 262, being very fragile, with a stat distribution similar to Gengar in all three leagues. It has moves that resemble Wailord, with Water Gun as the preferred fast move, because of its better, but still average, DPT and EPT. It has a good coverage move in Shadow Ball, but unfortunately it is not enough. Inteleon may receive Hydro Cannon as a Community Day exclusive move, but in my opinion it will require another fast move with higher EPT to be useful in Great and Ultra League, becoming then a Glass Cannon. Mudshot is the only one it can learn from the main series games. Otherwise, it will need to wait for a new move that's not in the game at the moment. Maybe Liquidation. Then we have Grident, the evolution of Squabet, which is already in the game. Grident is a pure normal type Pokemon, like Lickitung and Vigoroth. Its best stat is the HP at 260, and it has an above average bulk, similar to Lapras in both Great and Ultra League. Its moveset is like none other. Bullet Seed is the best fast move here, having low DPT but a very high EPT. It has little coverage with only 2 charge moves, even though they are very good. Body Slam and Crunch. Therefore, Grident relies only in charge move damage, being very spammy, with 3 bullet seeds needed for a single Body Slam. It has become a top choice in both Great and Ultra League, using Exile Candies for the latter. Here we have Corviknight, the final evolution of Rookidee, the regional bird of Galar. It is a flying and steel type Pokemon, like Skarmory. Its highest stat is HP at 221, having an above average bulk similar to Jellicent in Great and Ultra League. Corviknight has moves that also resemble those of Skarmory, with flying and steel type coverage as fast and charge moves. It will have usage in both Great and Ultra League, using Exile Candies for Ultra. This is Orbeetle, the final form of Blipbug. It is a bug and psychic type Pokemon, a unique typing combination. Defense is its best stat at 240. Orbeetle has a stat distribution similar to Mantine in Great League or Cofagrigus in Ultra League, so it has an above average bulk. With a max CP of 2513, it will not be used in Master League. Its moves resemble those of Butterfree or Wormadam, and it has not a lot of coverage with only 2 fast and 2 charge moves. At least all of them have stab. It may need an update with more coverage moves to be useful in PvP, and to justify being almost maxed out for Ultra League. Next we have Thibaul, the evolution of Nickit. It is a pure dark type Pokemon like Umbreon or Absol. It has mostly balanced stats with both the attack and HP being the highest at 172. This stat distribution makes it similar to Mew in Great League and Meowstic in Ultra League, having a normal average bulk. It won't be used in Master League due to maxing out below 2500 CP. Thibaul has similar moves to those of Gramble and Pangoro when using Snarl, which is the preferred move, due to a high EPT. It may have some play in restricted metas of Great League, maybe a Silph Cup, or in Ultra League if you're willing to max it out and make it a best buddy. Then we have Eldegoss, the evolution of Gossifleur. It's a pure grass type Pokemon and defense is its highest stat at 211. It has an above average bulk similar to Ferrothorn in Great League. It cannot compete in the rest of the leagues. Eldegoss has similar moves to Katoni or Cradily, but unfortunately it has no coverage. All of them are grass type, so it can only fulfill a grass role, but many Pokemon do it better. At least it requires another charge move like Weather Ball to be useful. Otherwise it will need to wait for a completely new move that is not in the game at the moment. This is Tapu, the evolution of Wooloo, which is already in the game. It's a pure normal type Pokemon with an above average bulk, having 198 defense as its highest stat. This stat distribution is similar to Serperior in Great and Ultra League. It won't be useful in Master League, and given its fast moves, it may not be useful at all. Both Tackle and Takedown have low energy generation and do low damage. So even though its charge moves are great with some coverage, it won't be enough. We should wait for an update hoping Dubwool gets countered or a completely new move. Drednaw is the evolution of Chudel. It's a water and rock type Pokemon with low bulk in general, as its highest stat is attack at 213. Drednaw has a stat distribution similar to Samurott in Great and Ultra League, and it won't have play at Master League. Its moves resemble Kyogre's Waterfall plus Surf combination. Drednaw also has Body Slam or Rock Blast to be used as coverage. Unfortunately, it has some common weaknesses including a double to grass, but it could have some play in restricted metas like Silph Caps. Here we have Boltund, the evolution of Jumper. It's a pure electric type Pokemon like Raichu or Electivire. Its highest stat is attack at 197, with a stat distribution similar to Machamp in Great League and Galvantula in Ultra League, so it has low bulk. It maxes out below 2500 CP. Its moves are not optimal. We can only compare them to Tyranitar's Bite plus Crunch combination, but Spark is the preferred move here with higher EPT. Unfortunately, its other charge move, Thunder, is not so good, having a high energy requirement. For Boltund to be useful in battle, there should be an update giving it better moves. Some examples are Wild Charge, Play Rough, or even Snarl, all of which can be learned in the main series games. Then it could be used in Great or Ultra League. Next we have Coalossal, the final evolution of Roly-Poly. It's a rock and fire type Pokemon like Magcargo, so it has two double weaknesses, ground and water. But it has a really good stat distribution to compensate, similar to Dugong in Great League and Mandibuzz in Ultra League, so it's very bulky. HP is its highest stat at 242, and it maxes out at almost 2700 CP, so it won't make it to Master League. In terms of moveset, Coalossal could be considered a mix between Crustl's Rock-type moveset and Talonflame's Fire-type moveset. It has both Smackdown and Incinerate as fast moves, and Flame Charge, Rock Blast, and Rock Slide as charge moves. Any combination could be viable. It would definitely have some play in PvP when released. Then we have Flapple, one of the evolutions of Applin. It's a grass and dragon type Pokemon, like Alolan Executor. Its highest stat is attack, and its stat distribution is similar to Primeape in Great and Ultra League. It won't have play in Master League. Flapple has moves that also resemble those of Alolan Executor, with grass and dragon type coverage as fast and charge moves. Both fast moves are viable, depending on if you need more damage or energy generation, and you can combine it with Fly, Outrage or Seed Bomb. It has low bulk in general, but it could have some play in PvP. Appletun is the other evolution of Applin, sharing both types and some moves with Flapple. The main difference here is the stat distribution. Appletun is more bulky, having as the highest stat an HP of 242. This is similar to Aromatisse in both Great and Ultra League. Unfortunately, it doesn't learn Dragon Breath or Fly like Flapple, but it still has a viable moveset with Bullet Seed as a fast move. It will have some play in Great and Ultra League. Finally, we have Sandaconda, the evolution of Silicobra. It's a pure ground-type Pokemon like Groudon or Hippowdon. Its defense is the highest stat at 207, followed closely by an attack of 202. Overall it has normal bulk, similar to Crustle in both Great and Ultra League. Unfortunately, Sandaconda is held back by its moveset with no coverage. It is somehow similar to Gastrodon or Mamoswine, both Mudslap users, except they do have coverage moves of other types. Sandaconda has only ground type moves. So in my opinion, if we want to use it in PvP, we should wait for an update that gives Sandaconda a non-ground type move. Some examples of moves that can be learned in the main series games include Skull Bash, Rock Slide, Outrage, and Iron Head. If we combine one of them with Earth Power and the high EPT of Mudshot, it could be a very nice addition to both Great and Ultra League. This is the end of part 1. I'll try to upload part 2 in the next few days. Thank you everyone for watching, and if you like this video don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also you can join my Discord where I will host some PvP tournaments. I'll put the link in the description below. Once again, thank you.